Easy fellas, welcome back to my channel at Big Steve MCFC. This is my match reaction. Manchester City 1, Brentford 0. Crazy game last night at Brentford. As you know, I couldn't get to the game because I'm isolating, but I'm feeling a lot better. Everyone that messaged me, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I was gutted not to get down there. All my pals went down on the train. They said the atmosphere in the ground was brilliant. Big respect to the Brentford fans. You could hear it on the TV. They kept going and kept going and kept going. And I think Brentford have created a nice little ground there, you know, like a little cauldron. Do you know what I mean? And some teams, some big teams have been there this season and been humbled. And last night was a very, very, very tough game for us. You know what I mean? But we got the win again. We got the 3 points. It's a sign of a title-winning team when you go to these grounds that are intimidating, in the rain, in the sleet, in the snow, and you get the job done. It doesn't have to be a 6-0. It don't have to be 7. Don't have to be 5. 1-0 will get the job done. 3 points on the board. Chelsea drop points. Last minute, Danny Welbeck. Big up Danny Welbeck. But Chelsea, listen, if you watch the Big Six show, you know what I said about Chelsea. And that's not me being banter. I don't say things for banter. I say things that I mean. If I meet you in the street and you ask me about Chelsea, I'm going to tell you the same. I said they're a good side, and they are. But they're not the level they think they are. And it's proving now. Look at the games they're drawing. Do you know what I mean? Look at the games they're losing. They're dropping points like mad. Tommy Tuchel's under a little bit of pressure now. Do you know what I mean? That Champions League bought him a bit of grace. But Di Matteo was the same. It bought him a bit of grace. Then when it started to go a bit pear-shaped, we seen what happened. But anyway, not talking about the Gremlins. We know all about them. You know what I mean? Big performance, Blues. Big performance. Listen. The team gets announced last night. Nathan Ake at left-back. I totally get why he played him because of the aerial threat from Brentford. Every free kick, every throw-in, every corner went right in the box. Very, very direct. I get it. Nathan's great in the air. I was a little bit worried. I thought, are they going to target him down that left-hand side? But no, Nathan Ake proved me wrong yet again. He put a shift in. He was one of the best players last night, Nathan. And he's coming handy this season. People talking about, oh, Nathan Ake, bench warmer and all that. No. Nathan Ake is coming handy. When he's called upon, he does his job. That is like everyone in the squad. Zinchenko's the same. He's had to come in last few games. Been brilliant. Obviously, he got a rest last night. Rodri's still out. Disappointed. Fernandinho, fair play. Did a full 90. Put a shift in. Dug deep. You know what I mean? There was times where he looked a little bit struggling. You know, Brentford coming through the middle. Sometimes he just walked right through us. Against better teams, I've got a feeling that, you know, they could do us damage that way. But hopefully Rodri's on his way back. Fernandinho's a great stopgap. Who else is there to single out? Going to talk about Foden. I thought Foden did okay. You know what I mean? He got on the end of De Bruyne's cross. What a cross from De Bruyne. He had one ruled out for offside. All in all, I'm going to say that the team last night didn't play well. We didn't play well. We just had to get the job done. Last night was one of them games where we talk about the striker situation. One of them games was last night for me. I think if you've got an out-and-out focal point up front last night, someone you can hit, you can bring everyone into play. I thought it was very, very passive last night. I thought it was very, very side to side, left to right. I thought Jesus wasn't doing much on the right wing. He wasn't doing anything really. Didn't put any crosses in. He was struggling a little bit down there. He was coming inside all the time. I thought Jack Grealish had a poor game last night. I've been a big defender of Jack. We know he's not a wide left player. We know that. I thought it was very, very steady last night. I thought he didn't take any risks. I don't think he wanted to beat a man. I don't think he wanted to turn and be on the front foot. I think every time he got the ball, he was very safe. He just knocked it back into Bernardo or back into Fernandinho. He didn't want to do anything different. And sometimes when you're paying the big money for these players, you've got to produce something different. So Jack Grealish last night was a disappointment for me. Kevin De Bruyne did well, trying his best again. Kevin's coming back to great form. But I don't know if it's just me, but Bernardo Silva seems to have dropped off the last couple of games because De Bruyne's come back. I think they struggle when they're both in there together. I do. I think they struggle. What I would like to see against Arsenal, I'd like to see De Bruyne playing the 9. I'd like to see Gundogan, Bernardo and Rodri in the middle if Rodri's fit. I'd like to see Sterling on the left, and I'd like to see Mahrez on the right. And looking at the way he rested them players last night, Sterling, Mahrez, Gundogan, I've got a feeling that's what he's going to play against Arsenal. I think if you play Fernandinho deep against Arsenal, it's not going to end well. I think if you play Ake left back against Arsenal, it might not end well. But anyway, last night we withstood the pressure. Brentford threw a lot at us, kitchen sink job, few long balls. The crowd definitely affects players at Brentford. I think they're right on top of the pitch. I think they're just on you. I think they're just so excited that their team is in the Premier League. They just go mental. I mean, the City fans were brilliant last night. We could hear them on the TV. They were brilliant. And I think we just grinded the result out. I just think we grinded the result out. You're going to get them games where you need to do it, especially with Chelsea drawing last minute. I'm sat there last 10 minutes and I'm thinking, right, Liverpool's been beat. Chelsea's drawn. Do not mess this up now. Get this result over the line, you know what I mean? I was screaming for him to freshen it up. But look, Pep Guardiola knows better than me, so we let it ride. Aymeric Laporte goal at the end was a fantastic header, bottom corner, fantastic header. Marginally offside again, but it was offside, you know what I mean? Marginally offside. On another night, we score 3 or 4 there. No one says anything, but I'm going to give credit to Brentford. I think they put up a challenge. They've got a lot of injuries. They've got a lot of players out, but they took it to us. They took the game to us, and we didn't get it our own way. They did little things like, did you see the length of the grass? It was like playing on the pitch outside your house, man. The grass was like that. City's trying to knock the ball about. It's slowing it down. It is what it is. Clubs have done this for years. And if I'm Brentford manager, I'm probably saying the same. Leave the grass a bit taller. Don't let them play the game. I get it. But look, we played the game. We got the goal and we dug in and we got the result. And at the end of the day, it's a results business. You know what I mean? We're keeping on rolling. You know what I mean? We're 8 points clear of Chelsea. We're 9 points clear of Liverpool. They've got a game in hand. We go into Arsenal looking good. If we can beat Arsenal and we can beat Chelsea, maximum points in the next 2 games, people are going to be thinking these are unstoppable because, we could be 12 points clear by the time we play, by the time Liverpool play. 12 points. And psychologically, that's a lot. Even they know they've got game in hands, they've got to get the points on the board. So if we've got the points on the board, we're going into the new year flying. You know what I mean? Flying. And look, you've got to respect Manchester City for what they are. You've got to respect Pep Guardiola for what he is. He's got a team of winners. We're challenging on every cup competition all the time. Do you know what I mean? To keep that level of consistency up every single game takes a lot. To rotate your team in the correct way and still win games takes a lot. And at the end of the day, there's no sign of Man City going away. You know what I mean? There's no sign of it. We're looking the real deal. You know what I mean? Players are coming back into form like Sterling. He even had a rest the other night. I've just done the Lad Bible show. I just did it. It's just come out today with Don Robbie on the Lad Bible on YouTube. So please go and check it out. It was an interesting chat with Don Robbie that we did a few weeks ago about City and the history and stuff. And I just was defending City because people talk about history here. But you look at Manchester City's history, it's quite rich. And adding to the fact now that we've won more Premier League titles than Arsenal, we've won the same amount of Premier League titles as Chelsea. Is that not history? Because they're counting their Premier League titles as their history. But if we count our Premier League titles as our history, we've got more than Arsenal, same as Chelsea. We're not allowed, apparently. Arsenal count the Invincible season as a great moment in history. But we've done a Centurion season. It's never been done. Is that not history? We've done a Formidable season. That's never been done. Is that not history? Arsenal fans talk about Thierry Henry, the greatest Premier League striker of all time. But Sergio Aguero beat every single record Thierry Henry brought to this country. Is that not history? So it's whatever suits your narrative. But Manchester City fans, we don't care about that. All we care about is what goes on now. I don't care about what went on 20 years ago. I only care about what goes on now. You know what I mean? And we've just got to keep going. We've got to keep doing what we're doing. Keep supporting this great club. Keep these titles coming in. Keep Pep Guardiola in a job. You know what I mean? Keep supporting the players. And we're going to keep on rolling. If we can win this Premier League this year, do you know what I mean? What a fantastic achievement that will be for Pep Guardiola. That'd be 4 Premier League titles out of the last 5 for a fraud manager. A fraud manager that breaks every single record in the Premier League book, tears it up, throws it out the window. Do you know what I mean? Is what it is. You know what I mean? But look at it. These teams are coming to this league. They all want to beat Pep Guardiola. They all want to play like Pep Guardiola now. They can't do it. But listen, guys, we've got to keep on going. Brentford, big up Brentford. It was a great challenge last night there. And my mate rang me after the game and he said the fans were great. It was a good little stadium and all that. Big up to City for getting the result. A lot of the players look tired. We've got to stay down London now till Arsenal. I think we get plenty of rest, plenty of refresh them legs in the training, get Rodri back if we can. Do you know what I mean? Get Kyle Walker back if we can. We don't know what's happened to Kyle. There's rumours with his mate dying and all this, but Pep's saying he's not fit. So it's a bit, we know about the TikTok bird and all that, but it is what it is. But there, let's get a full squad and go into it. Arsenal, Chelsea, 2 massive games. Massive games. Thanks, people, for checking out my preview. Don't like waffling on too long. You watch the game with your own eyes. I'm just giving you my opinion with my own eyes. We've got Arsenal coming up. You're going to see me on the Curtis Shaw channel. You're going to see me on with Premze tonight at 8 o'clock on Premze's channel. You're going to see me with Turkish on Box to Box. And you're going to see me at the game because I'm going to drive down. I'm going to get to the game. I'm going to do some interviews with AFTV and just keep representing the Blues. So thanks, everybody, for your support. Please check out the Lad Bible video. It's a great video, really big video for me. Keep supporting my channel. Please like, subscribe, share. Leave what your thoughts in the comments. I'll message you all back. Respect to everyone out there. 10 wins on the spin. 10 wins on the spin. Manchester City FC, yeah? Fraudiola, top of the league. Come on.